Hello, my name is Sandra Wells, and this is another video in my series on using Constant Contact's digital marketing tools. Today we'll be talking about doing surveys. There are many reasons you might want to do a survey. You might want to survey your customers and ask about your customer service. You may be doing some market research, but Constant Contact has a lot of tools that help you do your survey quickly and efficiently. So we'll start here at the Create button, where we create all campaigns. And so we're going to select Survey from our list here. And so we will, you can name your survey. So I'll just call this Test Survey. And then you can start with a blank survey, or you can choose a customizable survey template that has some sample questions. So let's start with the template. So see, you have company satisfaction, you have newsletter. If you have an event, you might want to follow up and do a survey on how well people like the event. Let's go with the event. Let's look at that. And here are some of the questions. So you have multiple choice questions. How did you hear about the survey? Why did you attend? You can have a range where something was very important all the way down to very unimportant. Would you go again? You know, those type of things. And then you can also have like a text field question. So let's see. If we go with this one, then you go to Next. And it's pulling in my logo because I've got that already linked to my account. And so you could edit your questions, or you can add new questions. Like it says, why did you attend our event? If you had some other choice, you could go in here and edit your question. And you could say, see, it says number of answers, 4 options. So if you wanted to add an additional option, you would go to 5. And you could say, let's see, I wanted to grow my business. And then you just save that, and that becomes one of your questions, one of your options, I mean. So if you want to add an additional question, you can add an additional question at any point. You could go add here. You could add another question. And see, here are your question types. You can have a single choice, multiple choice, and most often that's a yes or no question. Or you can have a multiple select. If you want to say choose all of the answers that apply, then people can select multiple things. If you have an open-ended text, that's where you're asking a question and you're letting people respond in their own words. And you can, make it a big field, or just if you're just looking for a short answer, it could just be one line. And you could have them rate items on a scale. What was your most important? What was least important? What was your favorite? What was your least favorite? That type of thing. And then you can have people rank things numerically, like from 1 to 5, so on. So then you can also collect personal information. And this gives you some examples of what you can ask. Their first name, their business name, phone number, email address. You can even add in custom fields. But just generally, one thing to note when it comes to surveys, a lot of times people are reluctant to take surveys. But also, if you're asking too many questions, that makes them less likely to take the survey. So you want to ask the things that you need to ask, but try to keep it short and ask as few things as possible, so people will be more likely to respond. So once you, I'm just going to cancel this for now. So once you have your survey all done, you go to Save and Continue. And you can set up a greetings page if you want to have a page when people click on the link. So let's go to a greeting page. And down here you could put in some, additional text about explaining what this survey is about. Thank them for taking your survey. Whatever information you want to include. Then you would save that and continue. Let's see. Okay, and then when if you want to test out and see how your survey looks, you can put test there, and so now you have a link to your survey. And it says here these answers will not be recorded. So if you want to send it to somebody or do your own, see it for yourself how it's going to look, and you go continue. Well, let me just comment. I wouldn't have my logo this big in the survey, so I would scale that down. It's just pulling it in by default. So you can. You see, you can just click through. Your respondents will be able to click through and select their answers. And also, one thing I forgot to mention earlier: you can make certain questions required or not required. So they won't be able to complete the survey until they answer those questions. Let me go back and show you how that's done. So we're going to go back and edit the survey. So like right here, if you wanted to make this a required question, you can say make this required. Or if you want people to be able to add a comment, you could also check this button. And see, then when you save that, then they can type in their own response or whatever right there. So once you are finished with your survey, then you would publish it. And you've got a link. Here's your URL. This is your link to your survey. And now your survey is published, but in order for people to come and take it, you've got to invite them or let them know that's out there. You can copy this link. You can put it on your social media. You can create an email invitation to invite people to take the survey. And then once people start taking the survey, you'll get responses here. You see how many people have responded, how many have clicked through, and different types of things like that. So then you just set up an email as usual and invite people to the survey. So you can edit or change any of this information as needed. And then you would design your email just as you would any other email, and put in your text and whatever you want to have there. So that's all about creating surveys, and surveys can be a very important part of your marketing, customer service, follow-up research. So I hope to see you in the next video series. We'll be talking about some of the other Constant Contact's digital marketing tools. Bye for now.